Thank you. My name is Shepard Pondiwa. I'm from the Women's University in Africa. I'm an archivist there. We've come for a conference. This is our second annual conference for the association, where we are meeting to strategize about the importance of managing records, particularly when we get into the digital era. We want to strategize. Right now there's a training workshop going on where we are talking about disaster management. The other one that is going to come after this is about the use of artificial intelligence in management of records and information. So this is what we are here for. We have drawn participants from all walks of life, from government, from private sector, from universities, even from church organizations that are keen on managing records. So this is in line with the mantra of building the nation our own. We want to build the nation through the proper management of records. And this is also in line with aspirations of NDS 1 and Vision 2030, where we believe the attainment of a middle class economy can only be attained when records are properly managed, when records are in place. You know, we have seen disasters in particularly city councils and other organizations, which we think are as a result of poor management of records. So we are holding this workshop with that in mind, hoping to equip participants with skills that when they go back, they can help their institutions to rectify whatever disasters that they are facing. The transition to digital archiving or digital records management is not come without problems. The one problem that is so common is that when institutions adopt digital records or digital archiving, they quickly throw away their paper records thinking that they are now secure, but quite often those digital platforms collapse. So we are proposing a situation where we use hybrid systems, where you are testing your digital platform until such a time when you think you are secure. And because technology is always changing, we are encouraging organizations to always have a hybrid record management system, while they on a day-to-day basis rely on those that are on the electronic platform. But those that are on paper, for example, city councils, you find the records for residents created for, especially for, say, the city of Bulawayo, established way back. Those records are mostly in paper, so they must be managed or probably scanned and digitized. But the paper records, we believe, should also be securely kept because they can be referred to in cases where important decisions are supposed to be made. When records are missing, that's a challenge because, you know, records are legal documents. So when they become missing, you are likely, like if you were, for example, let's say you are a hospital, your medical records are missing. The relatives of a person you have been administered, you have been taken care of, passes on. They say you were administering a wrong drug. You cannot answer because you have lost the records of the drugs that you were administering. You may be forced to do an out-of-court settlement in the event that you have been sued. So those are quite expensive. You are held at ransom by your clients when you no longer have records. The public loses confidence in you, and the whole business goes into disarray because records are the nerve center of any organization. They are like if it was in an individual, they are the heart that pumps life. So without your records, your business becomes chaotic. To some extent, yes, but because there has been challenges with the act that manages national records, in that it has gone for a long time without amendments, because it doesn't explicitly discuss how we can take advantage, for example, of the artificial intelligence that has come on board. It gives us a general way in which we must manage records. So I think we have a bit of a challenge in that the enforcement of laws or as to what happens to anyone who defaces records, for example. They may get away with a fine, which I think there is need to revisit the act and also do a lot of training to people who are handling records, because as we get into the digital age, there is need to reconsider how we create our records, because you realize that in most organizations, records are created on every laptop, but they are never integrated into the main records management systems of organizations. So everyone who has a laptop creates records when they retire.
My name is Dr. Obed Utete. I'm a senior lecturer at the National University of Science and Technology here in Bulawayo. Thank you for the question. Probably when we talk about records management, you will find out that it is an area which is in existence in most organizations, but probably less appreciated. Though organizations, for them to run, they depend on records. So basically why we are gathered here as an association is to try and share knowledge from our organizations, as well as giving awareness to the country in general on the importance of records, because we need records to make quick decisions. We need records to build knowledge, corporate memory, and also memory in organizations, so that even those who will be behind the creation of those records are no longer there, there is always a reference point. So records are the heartbeat of any organization. That's why we are here to deliberate about best practices in managing records, even going into the digital era.